What emotion do you feel when you watch this scene? Or maybe this one. How about this one? These scenes are, among other things, very cozy. Watching them creates a sense of warmth and comfort. And in the past few years, there's been an increase in people seeking comfort. This can be seen with the rise of lo-fi music and ambient videos. A quick search of either of these and you'll get thousands of different results in the live streams. And these videos are simple. Have the viewer looking out a window or on a familiar scene, then put soft or maybe nostalgic music over it. And these videos are extremely relaxing. There's some special feeling you get when you look at a night in Bikini Bottom with Hawaiian music playing. And in a time where people are becoming more stressed and kids are becoming more anxious and depressed, it's easy to see why these have become so popular. But what makes an episode or a scene cozy? There are a few locations and conditions for creating a comfortable frame. For example, diners give feelings of warmth and shelter. They're places to grab a coffee and wait out the storm, yet they can be lonely. Just look at Nighthawks by Edward Hopper, one of the most well-known American paintings. It depicts a late-night urban diner. Inside is a couple, an employee, and a man sitting alone. There are no visible entrances to the building. The exterior of the building and the surrounding block are cool, but the colors of the diner are vibrant and warm. So even though it can feel isolating, it also feels safe. Now compare it to the scene from SpongeBob. The scene is pretty comical, but surprisingly pleasant. Sitting alone on a rainy night, a steaming cup of coffee in front of you, noir music playing overhead. For an episode that is totally lighthearted, this scene sticks out. Some films even use this comfortable setting of the diner to make you uneasy. In fact, it is a popular setting to evoke these feelings. Maybe next time you watch a movie with people eating, you'll notice how much directors love to mix eating with tension. This scene mixes a diner with horror. Finn and Jake sit listening to a scary radio show, but are surrounded by employees and some pizza. Once they are outside, they get scared of the blank-eyed girl they were hearing about. In an episode of Over the Garden Wall, Greg and Wirt find themselves in a tavern. It's a dark and stormy night, and they know that outside the beast is lurking somewhere. But for a minute, they get to eat warm food and hear some songs. Not to mention the scene with them inside the hay bale before they arrive at the tavern is way more relaxing than it should be. So the outside can be uninviting, but something malicious might also find its way inside the diner. An episode of Courage does just this. Outside it is pitch black and there is nothing. But the thing that scares Courage in this episode is on the inside. It makes Courage feel trapped. Definitely not cozy episodes, but interesting to see how these warm settings can become darker. A common theme within this diner setting, and in a lot of ambient or lo-fi videos, is a window. Oftentimes the viewer is looking through a window. If you are looking from the outside in, it gives a feeling of longing, as you wish to be in whatever place you are seeing. This is what Nighthawks portrays. Many would call it comforting, but the viewer isn't actually in the diner. Instead, you are standing in the darkness without being invited in. Or you could be viewing the world from the inside looking out. In this way, you are already in that place you long to be. Once you are there, you could be waiting out a storm, studying, or just enjoying the moment. One of my favorite episodes that uses a window shot, in both of these ways, is An Amazing World of Gumball episode, The Choices. It's the highest rated episode of the show for good reason. It depicts a night cooking dinner for the Watterson family. Nicole has gotten agitated with how her family is behaving and is about to lash out at them. Before doing so, she thinks about all of the choices that led her to this moment. The highlight of it all is the montage at the end, showing important memories from her lifetime. The episode ends with her appreciating what she has, and the shot of the window changes from being on the inside to being on the outside. No one is aware of what moment is going on behind the walls in this little slice of the neighborhood, but the viewers know it was something special. Another common theme you might have noticed with some of these episodes is the rain and the nighttime setting. Both are again used to make the viewer feel relaxed. It adds an urgency to get inside and stay inside, such as in the Adventure Time episode Jake the Brick. Jake the Brick won an Emmy, and after watching it on a wet summer night under a blanket, it's not hard to understand why. Jake has become the piece of a brick building. From this spot, he experiences a night in Ooh. He watches the summer heat lightning in the distance. He sees the wildlife look to build shelter to sleep in. The whole time he is narrating what he is watching. Finn makes it so that everyone who listens to Starchy's radio show can hear him talking. My favorite shots in the episode are those that show the different people across Ooh listening to the broadcast. Bimo, Neptur, and Shelby listen from the treehouse. Some watch from a bar in the Candy Kingdom. Banana Guards watch from a couch. And for a lot of the narration, it is raining. But everyone feels comfort and community listening to it. The viewer watching the episode is listening to the broadcast just as the Candy people are. Soft acoustic music plays in the background. It's an episode that uses weather to drive the story, but also to make shelter more appealing. Another type of weather used is snow. Snow just makes you want to get under a blanket and stay warm. Maybe more so than rain. Holly Jolly Secrets Part 2 is great for that reason. The final scene is of a friend group watching the video diary of the Ice King with sweaters on, hot chocolate in hand, and snow outside. Finn and Jake are doing something a lot of viewers do, playing some winter-themed videos and getting comfy on a snow day. It was always a major event for it to snow as a kid. When school was canceled and your only concern was if there was enough ice on the street to sled, so you would go out and play around in it with your friends for a while, but soon enough you would be back inside. If you were lucky, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network would be airing a winter-themed episode. SpongeBob's Survival of the Idiots and The Snowball Effect were classics. These episodes are immersive, because viewers could mirror what SpongeBob and Patrick are doing, and that is really the end goal of any ambient experience. When showrunners or content creators can immerse you in that setting they set out to create, they can provide an escape from everything else. Animation is especially good at offering this escape. The cave in We Bare Bears probably wouldn't make for a great house in real life. Instead, it would be a bunch of damp dirt and rocks. But seeing a drawing of it with soft colors makes it look really snug. The Elder Rock in Craig of the Creek is another good example. Actually, just most settings in the show are pretty great for that feeling. Maybe the most popular is the treehouse from Adventure Time. It has that perfect mix of clutter, cool furniture, and overgrowth. It's a house that would never work if it wasn't a 2D drawing, and that's why the most popular lo-fi videos are cartoons. Animation allows for a perfect version of whatever setting is being depicted. An animated coffee shop could be more cozy than how a real coffee shop looks and feels. For the time you were watching that episode or that video, you were no longer just doing homework or worrying about anything. You were instead in that nostalgic place enjoying the moment. These feelings of peace and nostalgia can be evoked by the location, the weather, the music, or the task at hand. And all of these things come together to create a scene that can put the viewer at ease. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy videos like these, make sure to click this video on screen. Also be sure to subscribe, and to hope you've enjoyed your stay in the Cartoon Corner.